Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the last episode we found a ritual in the upper city and we managed to defeat. It was a bit difficult because we learned about what the wheel means and that we cannot use psychic powers, especially if the enemy has a psyker. And now it made all the more reason to kill enemy psychers as soon as we can, because if the wheel goes too weak, demons can come out, and we don't like that. Anyway, we found a door at the back and we decided to explore it, so let's see what we can find here. Also, I'm usually not going too deep in the lore, but if you want to know more about the lore and you have questions, you can ask and I can answer it to my best knowledge, and if I can't, I can point you in the right direction. That being said, just exit to the upper way. Alright. But if you have questions, suggestions, leave down in the comments below.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, we haven't collected these, so when we leave... Okay. I really hope we can sell these at one point. But it's very easy to collect things, and I would prefer the other ways, that you have to look around real carefully to collect them. Still, you can still walk away from them if you are not careful enough and not checking the map. But it would be, I think it would be better, or at least I would prefer, if the map doesn't show up the loot. Or only show up if you have a certain class with a certain talent. Oh, okay. Where are we? Oh, we are a different part. Okay, that's no good, because we haven't explored a certain part in the other map, and I want to go back to check that out. Pressing Alt B. Well, I ran into the bug during the fight, and I had to cut it out. Hop. Let's go. We have a door here as well. Okay, so we haven't explored this. Oh, this is the door where we can climb up. Okay. I got it.
I always have a backup plan.
Vanguards are the unyielding strongholds of the front line. Their lead attacks bringing enemy fire on themselves and soaking over any amounts of damage, as well as defending and applying positive effects on their teammates. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with the Seneschal. I still can't remember his name correctly. It's like Adelar, something like that.
Look no further.
Abelard. Okay.
A nice little stroll.
Keep your wits about you.
And we haven't been this way. Yep.
This is intriguing.
No, that's not.
Let us not dawdle.
Let's
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Let's send the sister.
Duty prevails.
And we can't have a mine.
Is there money to be made?
Probably. Because there was a mine. Oh, there's a lot of money to be made. There's a loot. It should be somewhere here. Oh, I recognize this place now. So we could have gone in this route. Okay, but where is the loot? The loot is
I
down
always
there.
keep my options open.
Where? No, it's the other way around. So we have to go that way. And we have a couple of cultists here. And they are not protecting the loot. Where's the loot? It should be in this...
I always have a backup plan.
Here. There it is. Alright. And now... you can either
Rise
go
to
there,
the top,
or
or get left in the dust.
The whispers taught me
the
how.
shuttle must have been shot out of the sky by a powerful weapon before it crashed into the building and fell once crowded street.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Okay. So, these guys don't look. Oh, this is the anti-air gun. We have to destroy that.
Let us not dawdle.
The two women are arguing furiously, obviously to everything around them. An impressively huge anti-aircraft battery towers over them. I can't do this anymore. I push the exact same lever I did yesterday, I swear, but instead of turning the barrel, it splashed us with hot oil. What genius through that experience operating a paper press would translate into handling an ancient weaponry? The exhausted red-haired woman is on the verge of tears as he rubs the fresh burn on her cheek. The tax priest cannot hide his amazement as he listens to the confessions of this paper press operator who has been unceremoniously thrust into the ranks of the gunners and is now in charge of aiming this formidable anti-aircraft battery. His visor's lens gradually turns scarlet. Her portly workmate waves her hand dismissively. What's with the cold feet? Afraid the chief's gonna punish us? I don't know, I like the gun way better than the paper press. We've turned the tables on the nobles at last. Now we are afraid. Now they are afraid of us. She turns toward you sharply and whips out her weapon. Now who are you? We don't really have to fight, and we have injuries. Let's try this one. An insurgency against your lawful governor amounts to heresy. I command you to lay down your arms at once. The women exchange nervous glances. Finally, the red-haired woman gives up, throws down her weapon and puts her hands up. We surrender, just don't kill us. Speak, what caused the insurgency? Who is chief? And what were you doing with that anti-aircraft battery? What were they doing? They were shooting down not planes, but Argus landers, I think. Well, our entire crew joined the rebels and we tagged along. The chief, well, he's the chief. He's in charge because he used to work under the Red Robes and man their heavy machinery. He's not here. He only comes over to check up on us every now and then. He wrote us a manual for operating this big boy, but it only does what it's supposed to do half the time. The previous shift got all maimed. We haven't been here long and we're already had to tow in burns. Let us go, will you? We won't be insurging again. Well, I think we spilled enough blood, and these don't look like cultists. I give you the gift of life. You are free to go. The red-haired woman breathes a sigh of intense relief. Thank you so much. Her mouth scratches in a strange sound. We'll get going then. We had 3 people in our crew get scared with boiling oil when we first calibrated this thing. Anyway, good luck, try not to die. Oh, we want to destroy it because the tech priest will be furious. Let's examine the anti-aircraft battery. The anti-aircraft battery's control panel has a panoply of mysterious levers and buttons. Deactivating it quickly is not an option. All you can do is blow it up, destroying it completely. The anti-aircraft battery certainly was constructed a long time ago, long before the colonization of this world began. It comes as no surprise that the insurgents were barely able to operate it. Modern arms protocols are incomparable to the machine spirits of such an ancient construction. Then we have to destroy it, because this area is still controlled by the rebels, and we don't want them to go back here. Sorry, Tech Priest, we have to do that. The blast consumes the ancient weapon. The sky above the city is safe for flying again. Oh, so you're still alive.
What a peculiar thing.
And we leveled up. Precise attack. The next attack against a target affected by an exploited target's cover efficiency will be reduced. 5 +% bonus plus stacks of exploit. That could be 3, and a percentage bonus is 4. This attack will have, and it has more chance to hit. That's very powerful. Until the opposite next turn, the allies attacks also remove exploits and deal us in bonus more damage. Perfect spot. While in cover, the operative gains plus 55%, 25% cover efficiency, plus 15 perception, and plus 15 ballistics. This effect lasts until the operative moves. Does not stack. The opposite next non-area attack inflicts the intimidate effects on the first target hit by the attack. Tactical knowledge. Use 1 exploit from each enemy in a side radius, and that's not The precise attack is good to shoot enemies inside or behind cover. And this perfect shot is also very useful to us because of the plus 15 ballistic skill. It means if we are in cover, we got a plus 15% chance to hit something. But we can stay far back, so I think we do the precise attack. I think we can use the Lord Xenos in the long run. For more awareness to spot traps and such things. Go with would be 65%. Knowledge is power. Okay, let's... The agility contributes to dodge. So he's... if he has no broken, if he has a great toughness value, then increase his weapon skill. We start to learn to use him. Swift movements. Oh, it will not die. Dual weapon combat. Will attack with a second weapon in their current weapon set, in addition to the usual one attack per round. This attack suffers a minus 20 penalty to weapon skill and ballistic skill, and cost plus 1 AP more. Or we can add more commerce to him. Or what's the grenadier do? Soldier's first grenade used in combat does not spend AP and does not count toward the attack limit that turn. Ready to serve. When an Imperial war character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability, or affects an ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased. Spell bonus for. No other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character. The first use of any abilities from this archetype costs 1 AP less. The characters and. Perfect timing. All allies affected by brace for impact gain plus 30% to cover penetration. The Navy officer also permanently gains plus 15 to cover penetration. Get off me. Also allows the Navy officer to use any ranged weapon in threatened areas, knock enemies prone and push them once level during the effect. Get into cover. All allies affected by brace for impact. It's the brace for impact. That the dual weapon combat look nice. Can I put no, I cannot put favorites or there's no bar. Chain weapon expert, that's was the chain weapons attacks gain plus 4 maximum damage. That's what we want. Because he's got a chain sword. Complete. Dominate. That was possible for resistance test. In their next turn, they will spend all their movement has to move as close as possible toward the Psyker. They can act as normal, but all their movement points are spent on moving toward the Psyker. I don't think. Is there any. It's a master of flame seeker who is able to creating searing infernos out of thin air. Pyromancy is one of the most spectacular and destructive forms of psychic abilities, and those who pay pyromancy in combat are often reduced to naught but a pile of charred bones. Biomancy. Bones focus on manipulating living flesh and working a process. Biomancy can heal wounds and alter physical characteristics. We need biomancy. I want a healer. We can't raise her ballistic skill anymore. We have already had this feature. Okay. Then use the agility. Well, he won't be dodging, but agility is important for initiative. Yeah. We do that, and bolt weapon expert, we already have that. We don't need, we need it will not die. So she will have more wounds. Let's use a perfect spot for with him. Or joint analysis. What's that? His next turn there attacks turn their allies attacks. Also remove exploits and deal once more damage. That's not bad at all. Let's do that. Got a high Lord Xenos. Let's raise the logic. Okay.
Join me in prayer. Cleanses the body. I will endure.
I leave it that way because at least I hope we don't have to fight much. And yeah, let's collect the loot.
Keep your wits about you.
If we can. Alright, and the western side. This is a large map. I was hoping we can finish it, but maybe the western side is the same side we can arrive from the ritual place, the place of the ritual. There. Let you have some cargo. Go down the starport, the western side, and I think this also goes for the western side. But I want to collect those loot items because maybe we have some pretty good equipment in there. Going there, I'm going down here.
Always keep your eye on the
Acquisition is
prize.
possible.
I'm restless.
Okay, let's try this.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. Crush him!
Oh, the sister will start the round. Then she will stood there. Ballard there. Struck on into cover. Pascal also into cover. And Idira. Let's put her there. We have 10 enemies.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Damn!
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Okay, can we see this guy? No, we can't. And we should find the spot. We can see him from there. We can also see him from there.
Advancing. Request approved.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Until the end of the combat. Let's change weapons. Can't. Okay, and that's for your turn. And Rakan, can you? You can see him. Is he in cover? Destroyed. This was 1 AP. But this also cost 1 AP. How many exploits? 7. Exploit reduce. Will have increases the hit chance. Let's see the basic hit chance. Okay, we
I'll
need
see
that.
to it personally.
We need a precise attack. Missed. Oh, we should have used this as well. Well, the next turn.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Rejoice in battle!
Can't run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it.
Damage is negligible.
My place is at the fore. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Then
Indeed.
vow is to serve. Explorers know one route. Forward.
It's very slim, but a bit better. Let's try it. Dira cannot really help.
Cover me!
Let's move from there and Biomonsi
On it!
Argenta as well.
But of course.
More damage to him. Okay.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Fire plan.
I'll make it happen.
Precise attack. That's more like it.
Your end was inevitable.
Nice. What are they doing?
Faith without deeds is worthless. Guided by faith! I'll do it.
Yep, I expected at least one hit. Okay. Now we move.
Follow my lead.
And he's not a sword enemy anymore.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Nice.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
High momentum. As the tactical imperative dictates. Request approved.
You're still not a very good shot.
Running binary override.
There is movement in the Empyrean. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Alright. Oh, and we can do nasty things. have no line of sight. It looks like... Yeah, we can see him. Oh! We don't need anything else, just shoot him down.
Another enemy down.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Nicely done. We have those two left.
Die! Die! Die!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Move there, and now we can charge him. We have no line of sight, only him, but he is in the way, so we just move.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
I know what is to come.
Damn, I didn't want to do that. I always pushing the space because I got used to playing Battletech,
Don't let your guard down.
and in Battletech, if you push the button, the space, it accelerates the animation. Yeah, we might hit Alabard. Let's do it. He's
On it.
good.
Your end was inevitable.
And it was a good shot. If we didn't hit him. Oh, let's...
I will bathe this
didn't
battlefield
want
in
to do that.
righteous fury.
Let's dash.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Can we demolition this? Okay, so we have to interrupt there. Alright.
Reduced to dust.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. I better myself through my service.
I always have a backup plan.
Can go down there. Interesting. It seems we have something to loot up there. Oh yeah. And we found the bolter. That's why I don't want to leave this loot here. Oh, we have goods here. collect those, and now we can collect all the rebels' weapons. What's that? Sniper gloves. The bigger these 5% and the bigger against to single shots and dead eye shots. Okay. Then we have to equip ourselves. No, we want the bonus. Okay. Our tech use, maybe not. Our tech use is pretty high. Let's check the bolters. Yeah, this is a much better bolter. And we have this helmet? Not yet. Not yet. Should be a heavy armor. How about her? Yes, she needs heavy armor proficiency. Yeah, we are very much damaged, but we are still kicking ass. Ah, there's that. Alright. We have rebels there. Ah, there. Is it worth to go down here? Something must... Oh, we can go up here. Okay. But there's something down there.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Fire grenade.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, and it's time to go west.
Let us not dawdle.
And hopefully this is the same area we visited before from the underground part or the lower level. We check on the map as soon as we get there. And hopefully we will find the governor and maybe a vendor to sell and buy things. Yep. This is the same place, and we have our first loot. Somewhere here should be.
Is there money to be made?
Messiah, Grant me the wisdom to perceive.
This could be an opportunity.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling. The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, let's see.
What do we have here?
Searching is my observance.
Ancient Terran Monocle. The Vera's lower Imperium tests depend on fellowship instead of intelligence and gain a +3 bonus. Not bad. And that wasn't on the map as loot, I believe. Which is pretty good. Okay, we have to save captives. Now let's do it. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. The other family members are doing what they can to calm the young. Several armed insurgents are watching the frightened hostages, but the watchers themselves are looking around nervously. Come to your senses, Ardley. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, grey-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him. Take pity on us, let us go. Can't you see I'm trying to save you? The man clutches his weapon tightly. Only Aurora can help us. Why can't you understand that? Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and what do you want? No, you tell me, who are you and what are you doing to these unfortunates? I'm the chief. My former name, Arild, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Ardley, spare us, spare your children. Vaxal's voice hisses furiously. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confuse you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Ballard's face turns a deep red. To cast your own children into the thrall of heresy, to drown your progeny in this field with your own hands. Or are those people your family? All of my adopted and blood children are here. I raised them all as my own, and now I must protect them, help them see. Let's go for the logic first. Oh, what are you trying to save them from, and who is behind all of this? At Aurora's behest, Aurora is a great prophet and a great warrior. Their face is shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us. And now the day has come, a prophet has come to Ricard Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, the final dawn, and only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. You have been torturing your own family in order to save them. You have been blinding them so that they could see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. The old man is obstinate, but you sense that the confidence in his voice has diminished. Or 575. Think about it. What good has the final done for any at all? Some have died, some have had their eyes burned out, some have gone insane. But they say the end was near. They promised salvation. I wanted nothing else. The man's weapon falls from his hands to the ground. He clutches his head. The old woman rises from her knees and approaches her husband. I know you were trying to save us, but there's still a way to set things right. The old man gestures to the other insurgents who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? Your family may go, and so may you, but make sure I do not ever see you again. The hostages begin to leave, and soon the group disappears around one of the vans. The old man looks away from them and walks in the opposite direction. His shoulders shake with sobs every now and then. Okay, I'm happy that we don't have to fight here. And we leveled up again. The weak body, weak soul. Explosiveness also reduces enemy toughness. We have a sharpshooter. If the operative has not moved this turn, they gain percentage bonus ballistic skill and damage for every fight. We have high intelligence and our perception bonus is also good. And what's the ballistic calculation? That's not bad at all. It's if the target is further away. The bolters are for more close combat, but we can do something like that. Later. Yeah, I would love some Xeno weapons to wield later in the game. So the sniper is good for us for now. But we need a base skill for that. Features, Lord Xenos or base skill, Lord Xenos. Okay, then we will get the base skill Lord Xenos. So we can have that upgrade later. And that's what I was looking for. Solid projectile weapon expert. Skill. Commerce. More coercion. He's got the lowest, no, he's got the highest fellowship, right? Yeah. Commerce is good enough. Contempt. Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals an additional toughness bonus damage. Does not stack, but it can be reactivated after another attack. Enrage. If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain critical hit chance. The party chance is increased by the warrior's Living Shield. Enemies suffer -10 penalty to their hit chance with range attacks, including area attacks against the warrior for every enemy in 1 cell radius around the warrior. Roaming speed. Increase charge distance by 3 cells. We can move then charge, so that's not really necessary. Whenever a warrior is hit while under the endure effect, their damage deflection is increased by 1 until the warrior's next turn. Crowd kill. Area attacks deal an additional damage for each enemy in the area effect. Defensive stance. If the warrior has not attacked this turn, they gain 10 plus double the toughness bonus percent armor. Charge and slash do not affect this bonus. Okay, I think this is a good one. There's nothing seal related here. Power conduit, what's that? After triggering physical phenomena or perils of the above first time each turn, the Psyker next peak power costs 1 less action point. No. See, whenever the Psyker uses damaging psychic power on the target that are 3 cells or farther from the Psyker, the target suffers an additional ballistic skill bonus damage. Not bad. Psyker psychics that have range of 2 cells or more have their range increased by all the Psyker's attacks, including damaging psychic powers, now poison enemies. This poison is 3 rating damage every turn. Every time the Psyker deals damage, they gain +1 stack of the Sanguine Siphon effect. If the damage was dealt to a target adjacent to the Psyker, they gain 2 stacks instead. When the Psyker suffers lethal damage, the stacks of Sanguine Siphon are removed to reduce this damage by -1 for each stack until all stacks are removed or the damage is no longer lethal. That's a powerful ability. Corpus Convert. When an enemy adjacent to an ally dies, that ally gains stacking Corpus Conversion effect. If multiple allies, and this was Corpus Pulse of Life. Whenever the Psyker heals themselves or another character with psychic power or an effect applied by a psychic power, this healing can critically heal with a chance. Right, this critical hit chance is increased by all the effects that increase critical hit chance, and the amount healed is increased by the same value as critical damage. Oh, needs level 10. Okay. Die for by under 40%. Once improved characters gain +10 to all credit and to resolve. Visions on the enemies that become targets of the psychic powers gain a stacking -5% penalty to their dodge and parry until the end of the combat. The pain channeling is not a bad thing. Super. What's the athletics score? For example, to leap over collapse section. Or we can buy her some weapon proficiency. But she has already have last weapon. Can use that. I like this the transferring the pain channeling. Nimble, we already have that. What was that? Can poison enemies with psychic powers. Let's choose this one. Let's see our dear sister. For each agent that ally the soldier deals more damage to the enemy. Unpredictable. The soldier gains 3+ agility bonus. Because this bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of the attack. And he just gains critical hit chance like that. 8% fired up. The soldier deals damage. Their critical damage is increased by 1%. Exploit surroundings. She's got better in cover. Enough bullets for everyone. The soldier's second attack action in a turn deals more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage from the soldier during this turn. Second scheme. The soldier's medium armor doesn't reduce dodge. And she has a high agility. Second scheme. And Medicare. Okay. Do we have some Mechanicus aiming protocols? Pascal gains ballistic skill, dodge reduction with plasma and melta weapon range attacks, but we don't have those yet. But it's good to know we have now. Forgeable characters gain stacking 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. Successful critical from single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by 20%. By wearing heavy armor, forgeable characters gain small movement from deflection and cannot fall prone. The first attack in combat with a plasma metal power weapon deals additional damage equal to intelligence ward. Filtering protocols. Every time Pascal uses plasma or metal weapons, he regains 1 AP. Wow! This will be a beast! Every time Pascal uses plasma, yeah. Manipulator push. Manipulator mechanism attacks enemies in close combat, pushing them up to 2 cells away and dealing weapon skill plus in bonus damage. Weapon skill 5 and bonus 9 damage. This attack has armor penetration. But it's 2 AP. But he can push away an opponent and then he can shoot him. The additional servos could connect directly to attack these systems, increase their perception by +10. My Pascal is under the effects of Machine Spirit Communion. I don't know what's that. Prediction. Reduction of melee weapons. Machine Spirit Communion applies 1 stack of exploit on all affected enemies. Utility mechanism, right. Aiming protocols. Toughness is the amount of characters' wounds, yes. Combat insight. Operative perception bonus is 10 or higher, they gain +1 AP and ignore enemies' deflection. He will need a lot of AP, so let's do this. Characters can use prestige and currency based on intelligence instead of fellowship. Steel of the Forge by wearing heavy armor of Forge assistance. Forge characters gain a stack of dodge against any target they hit a single target attack. Let's get this one. Okay.
This is intriguing.
I'm not injured. I'm
What?
enraged.
What?
The Emperor sets my path. Never doubt me.
What's that? Cover was haphazardly assembled for whatever the rebels could find. We have loot there.
Keep your wits about you.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Okay, I want her to be able to run.
I always keep my options open.
There's the command center. Great. We take the goods, we explore the rest of the
Always
map.
keep your eye on the prize.
And then we will go inside the command center.
I always have a backup plan.
Maybe some loot on that guy? No. Nothing is down there. And that was the hatch. Okay. Then we can get into the command center, finally. Which also means we can, hopefully we can return to the ship and heal all injuries.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I don't want to use medic kits for that because we cannot buy them. So I rather live with the reduced statistics for now. Also, our first 1 or 2 fights went pretty bad. What's that? The storage shelf for a large number of weapons are being stored right in the command center. That's some sort of refractor field.
Let us not dawdle.
Welcome to the Recon Minior's command center. They're scrubbing around, digging into my skull from the inside. It's like nails dragging down these metal walls.
Keep your wits about you.
It's a big cogitator unit. The heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs down the metal walls of the bunker, filling the entire command center. Okay, let's talk with the governor. The dark-skinned man turns toward you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Pikabib Ab Medineh F. Coronus, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The man's gaze falls on Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. Versariel. Abelard nods dryly. Governor Medineh, my greetings. I'm not seeing the convoy I sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe. The convoy was ambushed. There were no survivors except Private Camille Regias. I must commend his extraordinary loyalty and resilience. Only one good soldier is a whole convoy. Pathetic. Head to the barracks, Private, and await new orders. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was head of House von Valancius. I have received no word of her demise. Why is that you are now the rogue trader? My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their souls. The governor frowns and the deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue trader von Valancius, slain, unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. I need fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship, and I need material compensation. The governor bows his head in acceptance. Of course, your lordship, you will be compensated for any losses. And I see to it personally that your ship holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Profit factor. Oh, that's new. Profit factor is a measure of your status, wealth, and power as a rogue trader. Its value is determined by your trade connection, income of your holdings, treasury, and loans both to and from you. By trebling your character, we use profit factor to buying items and completing colonial projects. Profit factor is not spent on purchases and transactions. Instead, its level determines your ability to conclude trade transactions. Profit factor can grow or diminish. Its growth is primarily influenced by major trade deals and is decreased by investments in colonial projects. Okay. Didn't need that. Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, "Excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rebel will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming." Yeah, I'm not too confident that he's on top of things here. Are you sure are you so confident that you will cross the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? The governor maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgency is headed by a certain Aurora, a prophet who, according to their followers, possesses mystical powers. The rebels' usual superstition. I'm sure this Aurora is a charlatan muttering some doggerel which dim followers think to be magic spells. This does, of course, warrant their eventual burning in the furnace of penance, but it does not point to there being anything special about this insurgency. The insurgents are using the archenemy's artifacts, enhanced lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I heard about these lenses. What makes you think they are enhanced or enchanted? Any fool can light fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. Okay. The insurgent managed to steal a voxcaster. They have been listening to your people's communications. It's not much, but it's something. I will order an audit of our equipment and then see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. I can see that it is not in my power to convince you. Let us change the subject. Of course. My kinsman Conrad Voigel von Valancius has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he is hiding in the system, I want him handed over to me. Voigel is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, the governor poses to think. We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from August Abel's sanction. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the super machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I would hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malagar. He and his soldiers violently defend the starport. The sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will recommend it for decoration. Hendrix von Kalox, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is? The gunner lowers his voice. I do. Master von Kalox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. Whatever it is. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shutters over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master von Kalox, you should go to the cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Palax Rocks. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Haneumann, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechisms of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal then an ordained Magos should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The gunner clenched his fist. As much as I respect the entity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omniscience servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Bedinac and Pascal glare at each other, their unlying gazes like crossed swords. This Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no... The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechatendra. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Reddy clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have restored to. Do you think this is the first time I have been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and the screeching of tearing flesh. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters to regretted abundantly so, Magos. It would be my pleasure to assist the Omniscience servant to reach the sanctuary. Or why are you so determined to get to the monastery? It's just because of the relic? It is why I came to this world. I am expected there. It would be my pleasure to assist the Omniscience servant in reaching the sanctuary. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. The drill stops. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Haneumann, officially undertake to accompany you in the Ricard system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life function ceases, but only within the limits of the Ricard system. fair enough. You're a human? Glad you're alive. The governor raises his eyebrow and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? The governor looks to Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we received, Logis Abel Henneman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master One Kalox? Pascal's voice wraps in confusion. My name is Pascal Haneumann, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I never met him in person. The S-Team Logis supervised the work of Rykad Minor's Lex mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber capel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A two anchorite. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested that you inspect the Esteem Logis sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected to the Cogitators at the command post. They might prove you with some information. It is amazing that a mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagos Amaran, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. Idira tenses up and listens, then turns around sharply to face Pascal. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your surge, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than. The new reflection is death-like. Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems suspicious. When a Logis of the Adeptus Magus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your lordship. No, you just try to recruit them. Okay. I see. Glad to be of service. Is there anything I can do on this planet or in this system while I wait for the end of the revolt? There is an abyss nobilized station in the system, but those Hermes don't do business with anyone. Not even I have ever been invited on board. However, they've been known to make exception for members of rogue trader families. Perhaps they will make one for you? If you would like distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure, there's a planetoid in my system called Ricadiphilia. It hosts a prison colony whose inmates rebelled at the same time as heretics on the planet. It's an all-around preposterous situation. It should have only taken us a couple of orbital shots to take care of them, but the one slightly purses his lips. Even in Winterscale went there. He is a relative of my Suzerian, the great rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, the master of this system, and a dozen others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid, the prisoners' numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport for noble lords than a real rebellion. I seriously doubt that. Evayen, Albert mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant, younger offspring, yes, that as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. That is all I wanted to discuss. Okay, and it seems we have a Cogitator here we can... Yeah. there. This cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seal with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads awaiting access code. You have bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Oscar leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. The cogitator screen blinks and responds with strings of unknown characters. I appeal to the machine spirit to open Logis Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. Go to the Logis private archive, result of Logis Abel's data trance. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it shackled in its stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their woes. I am registering an impulse of change. I summarize a potential influence of the status of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logis Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logis Abel is seeking an audience with the Venerable Dar Impulse 6 who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Space for a shuttle flight for the electrodynamic cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Urbundus system. And also, sorry if I butcher a word here or there. I have an okay English, but not that good. But you probably noticed. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the box is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furumbus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Go to Sacred Computation 7895M. Upon Logis Abel's orders, the archives of every Augur station on Linked Minerals and the two primary satellites of Rykard's star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos, Baruf and Zafira the Keen, after two great champions of fate whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation request by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred Augurus' eyes. The first of these ships is to have arrived 2 Rykard Minoris cycles ago early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Yeah, we've seen a ship in the system. Logis Abel's conclusion: the insurrection on the planet had been long in the making with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago Aurora arrived in the Rykard system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Ricardiphilia? Governor Menides' attention must be drawn to. The final entry cuts off abruptly. Go to recent observations. The satellite Magos Maruf reports that the ship signal has been broadcast through the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty Hoz Ponfal Valencius. The satellite Zarif the Keen reports that the ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship has sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykard Minoris. Another transmission was direct to the planetoid Ricardiphilia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. Yeah, decrypted, not deciphered. So we have this brother Twilight. Go to be investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as heavy auger station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent base.
Is there money to be made?
Okay. We learned everything here. I think what we can. We have a tech priest here. Tech priest squats are crane. A painfully thin tech priest turns sharply toward you. The sudden movements make his core movement is briefly blank. His grey eyes set on the furrowed brows almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy door state. Identification. Unit logs Quartz Crane, official trader representative of the Explorator Cognizance fleet. The unit's suppressive supply routes in the Ricard system. Ensures the security of combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secure mutually beneficial contracts. When the tech priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His voxing immediately lets out a string of screeching binary, a tortuous long triad in which the volumes rises and falls seemingly at random. When his final order, the omniscient servant bows his head in deference. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Rikid system. Pascal, what was that? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz Crane's request to transfer information. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? The text will say sharp and curtly. Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Reich Admiral's governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic cenobiome without delay. Restoring communication with the Electro Priest and ensuring the Sanctum security are our top priorities. You are the head of the Rogue Trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence, the tech priest poses for a moment, and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane request assistance. The actions of General Fasil Ricard Medineh of Cronus must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that these world authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange knowing nods. I will discuss it with the Governor. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The Rogue Trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. Show me your arsenal. I arrested a commercial transaction. Profit factor is measured of your status, wealth, and power as Rogue Trader. Its value is determined by your trade connections, income. I think we read this. Profit factor can grow. Yeah, we read that one. Equipment, weapons, other items can be found at vendors of various factions throughout the Chronos Express. To trade with them, profit factor and reputation are required. They are not spent on purchases, but their level, one or both at once, affects the range of goods available to you. Reputation is a measure of the Rogue Trader's relation with the different factions of the Chronos Express. The higher the reputation with the faction, the wider the range of goods available from its representative. To increase the reputation with a particular faction, complete their orders and transfer valuable cargo to their representatives. Okay, now let's see how this works. Reputation. Let's sell them holy gifts. And that will increase the reputation. I see. Okay. Fuel is just 100. I can sell only which is 100%. Okay. Let's sell ship components. Ranged weaponry. Another range weaponry and fuel, if we can. Yes, we can. And because we have reputation, we can. Oh, I want a plasma pistol. Modified glass gun. Mermaid stormtrooper. And I have to modified bolter. We have a better one already, and we can sell stuff like cargo has been created. I see. I can put them into the cargo, and we have a melee weapon cargo capacity. Ah, I see now. I don't need the scrappy autoguns, but we can make ranged weapons from them. And we can make ranged weapons from the scrappy last guns. And we see ranged weapons, 60%. Need 300 more. An armor kit and show tradable. No, I don't want to do that. Clear selections. Hide on tradable. Okay, let's them fuel armor kit. Okay. Yes, and we can buy plasma pistol. And we I see. And we're buying medkits as well. Now I'm starting to get the hang of it. Well, then Psychic Body Glow. It's a light armor. And we buy that one as well. Modified water. If we open the tier harm first aid manual, using any medkit cost is not less than 0. Can buy the needle ring. Okay, so it's an interesting way to to buy stuff, I would say.
I always have a backup plan.
And I
Fate
want
and
to
fortune favor the bold.
talk to the governor. Greetings again, your lordship. Tech priest Quasar Crane claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adaptus Mechanicus monastery. The heavy sigh, the governor worldly covers his weight with his hand. Of course he does. The tax priest is very insistent. I order a squad to be dispatched to the holy cenobium of the Adaptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. I wish to discuss the insurgency on the planet. Scores of crazed people with scourged eyes are stalking the city. The insurgents are aiming their own. Good. You ought to leave the bunker more often. Go under Medina. I have only recently arrived in this system and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. The goner's eyes darken, but your unnumbering games makes him give in. Alright, perhaps I have underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as the rebel usual nonsense. However, it does not involve corruption and an underground code. This needs to be investigated. I assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, lordship. That's all I wanted to discuss. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to negotiate trade agreements. Are you open to commensurate transaction? Do you know anything about the tech priest Abel Naumann? Unit Quartz Crane has no previous communication with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Reicanius for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Apply to the cogitator spirit for further information. You are an explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archive data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Record Minerals and authorized representative of the explorator Cognizance fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Log Quartz Crane is the fleet appointing trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. The Omniscience servants exchange short Banaic mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. What is the Cognizance fleet doing in the record system? The Cognizance fleet's presence in the record system is negligible. Its research activities in the system have been concluded. A limited presence is maintained for the purpose of logistical support, fulfillment of vows to maintain the Omniscience creation, spiritual oversight. I shall take my leave.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, now I think we did everything what we can here. Let's return to the ship. Yeah, I see nothing there. The upper way. Return to Void Ship. Okay. I'm glad we don't have to walk back to the spaceport and to our lander to return to the ship. And hopefully that means that our injuries are all healed. And we have new stuff to equip our man. Voxmaster visit permission to report the road cap. Over the past few days I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech, litany or ritual pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priest can deal with the vessel system, but the servitors, they make errors in their tests, disobey orders, change their assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freezes as if in a trance. A clicks come through the vox channel followed by a weary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in the cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ships being cursed or possessed. Well, I am more afraid that our friend Conrad left something on the ship. Ira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so a resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The Technomast inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Jaris Denrock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge. Okay, I think we check on the bridge, and I think we call this an episode. Yep, and it seems we are completely healed. So that's good. And it's we have a lot of levels to achieve. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to, if you do, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I see you in the next one. Bye!